short on money and long on debt. Hard times I remember, good times I forget. I'm sure up with troubles, I'm fresh out of time, and all I've got is one more day to find. A little more Christmas at Christmas time this year, a little less heartache, a little more Christmas cheer, a dream that won't vanish, the dear Celeste, a little more future, a little less past, believing in Christmas. This Christmas may be tough, when believing in Christmas just may not be No more steps of faith, kid. I think it's time to take a leap. You ready? Don't give up. Don't give in. When the going's tough, that's just when faith kicks in. Well, the Lord will see you through. Yes, He's watching over you. Night and day, He's telling you to keep the faith. So don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give in.
Don't give in.
When the going's tough, that's just when faith kicks in.
So let your faith begin.
The Lord will see you through. Yes, He's watching over you.
Night and day He's telling you to keep the faith.
Remember when the king threw Daniel in the lion's cage without a single means of self-defense? But Danny had a simple faith that calmed the lion's rage, so breakfast didn't come at his expense. When morning came, the king was sure that Danny boy was gone. But there then sat with all those doubts, his faith had made him strong. So don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give in.
Don't give in.
When the going's tough, that's just when faith kicks in.
So let your faith begin.
The Lord will see you through. Yes, He's watching over you.
Night and day He's telling you to keep the faith.
Remember the disciples sailing on the stormy sea. The boat was tossed and they began to sweat. But Jesus strode across the waves and called out, "Come to me." And boldly Peter gambled, getting wet. The mighty faith of Simon Peter, suddenly it shrunk. But when you take your eyes off the prize, honey child, you're sunk. So don't give up,
Don't give up.
don't give in.
Don't give in.
When the going's tough, that's just when faith kicks in.
So let your faith begin.
The Lord will see you through. Yes, He's watching over you.
Night and day He's telling you to keep the faith. Keep the faith.
When Daniel faced the lions, he had faith.
He had faith.
So when you don't feel like trying, keep the faith.
Keep the faith.
When Peter walked on water, he had faith.
He had faith.
So when the going's tough, you've gotta keep the faith.
Keep the faith.
When your days are full of doubt and you need faith.
You need faith.
So sister, keep on shouting, keep the faith.
Keep the faith. The power that defeats the grave, the power God Almighty gave. That's the power that will save you from distress, from despair. If you have faith,
So don't give up,
don't give up. No, no, no. Don't give in.
when the going's tough, that's just when faith kicks in.
So let your faith begin.
Well, the Lord will see you through. Yes, He's watching over you.
Night and day He's telling you to keep the faith.
So don't give up,
Don't give up. No, no, no. Don't give in.
when the going's tough, that's just when faith kicks in.
So let your faith begin.
Well, the Lord will see you through. Yes, He's watching over you.
Night and day He's telling you to keep the faith.
Well, the Lord will see you through. Yes, He's watching over you.
Night and day He's telling you to keep the faith. Keep the faith.
Chris? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. This was fun, wasn't it? We've got We've got the coolest little gym in Ozark that some people I talked to even tonight that have never been here. So tell me how long you've been here.
Well, Stained Glass Theater has been in this location for 22 years. We have been in existence. This is our 42nd season, and we moved into this building in 2003.
Okay, wonderful. Well, tell me exactly what your purpose is here, because you guys do have a purpose.
We do have a purpose. Here at Stained Glass Theater, our mission is to be a jewel among theaters. We want to be a place where God the Father is glorified and where Jesus Christ is proclaimed as Lord and Savior. And we are very unique in the fact that, as far as we know, we are the only full-time, nonprofit Christian theater in existence in the United States.
Oh my gosh.
So we have just a handful of part-time staff and one full-time staff person, and then we are carried along by about 200 volunteers. So, yeah.
So all these people up here, nobody's paid, right?
No, none of them.
Where do you get your volunteers?
From all over the area. We have a lot of our volunteers who come from right here in Ozark, Nixa, Christian County area. We have some from Springfield. We had one girl who was cast in a show who drove as far as from Lebanon to be in a show every night. We have one family that comes from as far as Carthage, but most of them are from right here in the Nixa, Ozark, Sparta, Christian County area.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, tell me, is there anything else you guys would like them to know about Stained Glass Theater?
Well, we have one weekend left of the Christmas show, so if you'd like to see the whole production of A Christmas Post, we have one weekend left, Thursday and Friday nights at 7 o'clock. Saturday, we have a matinee at 2 o'clock. And then we are taking a little bit of a break. We're going to do some major renovations here in the auditorium, so you are some of the very last people to ever get to sit in the seats that you're in right now. We're going to be getting all new seating in January, so we're very excited about that. So come back and see us when we reopen in February for the new show and the new seating in the auditorium. New carpeting, yeah, we're very excited.
Some electrical?
Yes, we're doing a lot of electrical work up here. We want to keep the fire marshal happy, so we're doing some electrical upgrades and things like that. We're going to be switching some stuff over to some LED lighting, and we are going to be, like I said, replacing all of the seating and all of the carpeting. So we're very excited about that.
We are just genuinely blessed to have you in our area, and do you have any open seats? Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
So we have seats available for both Thursday and Friday, and the last time I looked, we only had 10 open seats for Saturday's performance. It is almost sold out. So, yeah, if you want to get those tickets, you can do that online or through our box office. The box office is open from 1 to 5, Monday through Friday.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Chris, for allowing us to be here tonight. Okay. While they work behind me, I want to welcome everybody. We have some people who trusted us, who believe in us. And what I would like to do now is call Esterly Snyder and Associates, who have generously sponsored us tonight, and say a few words about you guys. Thank you so much. You're part of the Chamber of Commerce. Melissa's on our board, and so thank you so much. Tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, thank you. I promise I won't sing because that won't work out very well. But no, my name's Tim Giat. I'm with Esterly Snyder Associates. We're proud to be part of this. This is an amazing venue, and I am one of those people that's didn't even know this existed. So it's a fun space. It's kind of a neat thing in Ozark that doesn't exist everywhere else. So it's pretty exciting. So we've been in Ozark for over 40 years that we've done projects. And just been able to work with different members of the community. We've worked on, I think, every Ozark bank in Ozark and everywhere else that they are. We've been blessed to work with Ozark schools for most recently on all of the projects that you're seeing them doing, and probably back over 10 years that we've been working with them. So we appreciate everybody coming. Thank everyone for being here tonight, and we are proud to be a sponsor of this event. We've been a sponsor before, and it's a fun event. So thank you, everybody. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for coming out. Caring about your community and wanting to learn more about Ozark. I'm Susan Harrelson, a board member of the Chamber of Commerce and a local business owner for 33 years. Wait a minute, would you say something, Jarrett? What business do you own? Did you ask me that? Okay, Premier Home Health Care. Thank you very much. I appreciate the question there. We want to thank Big Whiskey's for the yummy appetizers. Weren't they good tonight? Of course, Stained Glass Theater for hosting us, and Ashley Snyder and Associates for sponsoring this event. And thanks to my co-host, Maria Nider. She'll be up here tonight, too, to answer your questions. And what you need to do, what you need to know is we have a QR code here on these little pamphlets that you were given as you go in. So be sure and scan that with your phone and put any questions in that you would like asked tonight. And Maria will look through those. And if we have time, we will ask every single question. If we don't, we won't. So simple as that. Each city leader will be allowed 5 whole minutes to tell me all about what you've been doing for, 6. Oh, Lori gets 6. Okay. Special school privileges, I guess, gets 6 minutes. Okay. Everybody else gets 5 minutes. And but if you have further questions that can be asked, it takes, okay. No. Lynn said it takes them 2 minutes to get up there. So anyway, we'll give you 7. How about that? Okay. Okay. Jared gives, okay. Well, I'm out of control already. Okay. Due to time restraints, we can't guarantee that each question will be asked. But anyway, let's get started. I would like to introduce Mr. Chris Russell. He has been our lifeline this year in the Chamber of Commerce. And we are very, very thankful and blessed to have him. He's been serving as the president CEO of the Ozark Chamber of Commerce since April 1st of this year, bringing a strong track record of leadership and community engagement. Previously, he led a neighboring chamber where he excelled in driving economic development and enhancing membership engagement. Now, Chris is dedicated to strengthening the Ozark Chamber into a dynamic organization that serves its members, the business community, and the local organizations at the highest level. A lifelong Christian County native, Chris is passionate about helping businesses and organizations thrive. In addition to his role at the Chamber, he proudly serves as a public address announcer at the Ozark Tigers varsity football team, further demonstrating his commitment to this community. Chris looks forward to collaborating with Ozark area to create a bright and prosperous future. Please welcome Chris Russell.
All right. Love it. By the way, we are streaming this live on YouTube, the Ozark Chamber YouTube page, and also we've shared that to the Facebook page. So if you know somebody that can't be here tonight, but they want this information, they can always check it out. All right. Well, first of all, thank you so much for this opportunity to be your CEO. Holy cow, April the 1st seems like it was yesterday, right? It's been an exciting role to take on in this community. It's been very, very, very rewarding. One of the things that I want to make sure and say thank you to is Ashley Johnson. Her and I worked together in the past, and the things that she did to help set up for success, along with the rest of the board of directors, and I thank the board of directors who are sitting here, amongst many of them here tonight with you, for giving me this opportunity. But the hard work that was done back this time last year that moved us forward in April allowed us to get that ball rolling at a high level, so I just want to say thank you to them. You know me, I got to have a microphone. I love the mic. You guys know that? You know I like to be on the microphone. Is anybody aware of that? And then also, I want to say thank you to our strategic partners, the City of Ozark, our Ozark Public Schools, and all the other entities that we work with, like Show Me Christian County, the Historic River District, and so many others that have also, been easy to get along and work and really start to really forge a very strong relationship between the Ozark Chamber and its community. And then, of course, all of our businesses, the community itself, the members, the volunteers, everybody who's helped make this transition to this role back in April to where we are today a success. So let's get started. Where are we going to go? Where we've been, right? So the Chamber mission statement is strengthening Ozark through economic impact, community enrichment, and individual connection. I love that. Strengthening Ozark through economic impact, community enrichment, and individual connection. I think in the last 12 months, with the help of what was done beforehand, like we were just talking about, to where we are today, the Ozark Chamber has been working very hard to fulfill that exact mission. And one of our main goals that we are here to do is to foster business retention and expansion. That is kind of, people always say, well, what does a chamber do? Well, a lot of us just think we're a big event coordinator, right? But there's so much more that we want to do. So let's review some numbers about kind of where we've been in 2024. 71 new members we've added this year, and that's in a growth year. Now, That is good, because here's the caveat. Just be honest with you, because we are a transparent organization. We also have moved 75 members to inactive. And part of that reason was in 2023, there were some members that joined in good faith. They wanted to help the Ozark Chamber, but they weren't really engaged in the community. And so sometimes that happens. Businesses come and go. That's not a negative statement towards the Ozark Chamber. That just means that they weren't a fit at the time. Our goal is to grow members organically. That is what we're trying to accomplish with our activities. So another one, we are currently at 361 as our current count as of today. This is a tremendous opportunity, Ozark. This chamber should be easily 600 members strong. 600, when you think about the size of this community, how many businesses and organizations and volunteer groups and factories and industries that we have in Ozark, we have nothing but a big potential. 600 is a goal. And what does that do? That creates new energy, new excitement, more engagement, more revenue, right? We need more revenue. So that's one of our goals in the next 2 to 3 years is how do we become a chamber that everybody wants to be a part of, that nobody wants to leave, so that we can help get to that goal of 600 members. There's two types of members that we are looking for. Members is members who are engagement members. Hey, what do I get out of this? When can I go network? What can I sponsor? How do I get my name in this community? We have a lot of those, and that's one of the things that we want to do if the Ozark Chambers provide those opportunities. That's that business expansion, right, and retention. And then the other part of it is what we call support members. Members who don't always get engaged. They don't make the chamber luncheons or the First Friday coffees and those sort of things. We love those too, but they believe in what we're doing at the Ozark Chamber, and they want to continue to support those efforts. Let's see, what's another big number? Around 50 or so events is what we did in the last year. We've been doing First Friday Coffees, a big success this year. Our monthly luncheons are continuing to grow. We started with the help of our ambassador program. Patty Quesenberry, our chief ambassador, has been doing a fantastic job of leading that group, something that was inactive in the community for a long time. So we're starting to add more ribbon cuttings and hopefully more groundbreakings. We brought back Showcase Ozark. Susan Johansson, she is on our board. She led the charge of that. She did a great job. Welcome Home New Teacher Luncheon was helped out with a lot of different people, including the schools. Dr. Wilson, I thought that was a big success this year, so thank you for giving us a chance to do that. We also had our annual golf tournament. We helped promote the citywide garage sale. We've got an awards banquet coming up. We did one last year. Of course, this event, and then, of course, anybody go to the Christmas parade? Did you have fun? Was that fun? A lot of great volunteers on that, too. 2025, we're looking to bring back Working Women in Ozark, enhance more ribbon cuttings, continuing education classes, enhancing our current events with additional opportunities for our members. So those are some of the things that we're wanting to do in the coming year. Now, here's the thing. We're not just an event coordinator for the city of Ozark or the Ozark area. Our intentions are to be much more. We want to become an impactful resource to our business community. One of the things I was talking to Crystal Irons, who's going to be stepping down from our board this year, and she's served how many years? Many years. Give her a round of applause for her service. She's done a great job. But she's not going away, okay, because she actually works with the E-Factory and the Small Business Development Corporation, and we were talking today about brainstorming how we can bring continuing education opportunities for our businesses in the future with utilizing some of their resources. You're going to see the Showcase Ozark podcast launch this year. I've been doing research of what other chambers have used with this resource, and it's not something about it's got to be fun and entertaining and something that's going to help build community leaders and make them informative. And it's not going to be about what's happening with the roads and streets. Sorry, Jeremy, I think I saw you in here somewhere, our Public Works Director. It's not always about that. We love the Chadwick Trails, but maybe we interview great people about, hey, you're successful in this community. Tell us how you got there. And becoming inspiring with the Showcase Ozark podcast. Some mentor programs, coaching programs, continuing our partnerships with Show Me Christian County, the city of Ozark, the public schools, the county government, everybody that's involved. We want to foster those and make them even stronger. More engagement within the city of Ozark. We're active within the alderman meetings and talking to our aldermen and having great relationships with them. We want to continue that. We're pleased to announce that we hope that's going to pass next week. We'll continue our contract, our partnership with the city of Ozark. Again, we want to continue to be a resource for the Ozark community and visitors. Promotion of the Ozark Visitor Center. We have an office now again, finally, right? That was good. So how can we continue to grow that? We'll continue with the Ozark Current magazine. I have some copies for you to take with you tonight. It'll be on the way out. And then, of course, we've been working on our brand new website this year, ozarkchamber.com, making that all things about Ozark. And then, of course, continue to grow Showcase Ozark and the Ozark Christmas Parade. So how can you continue to support the Ozark Chamber? Well, first of all, due revenue. Pay your dues. Okay, please pay your dues, all right? There may be a slight increase next year, not much, but we have to change two guys, but this won't be too much. The board still has to prove that. And then, of course, we also have non-dues revenue, our 2025 sponsorships. Those will be coming out very soon. They'll be mailed to you with a link to how you can actually go and see how you can support the Ozark Chamber. And that's something that we want to do strategically with your business. If you're an engagement member, we want to make sure that we're partnering you up with the right activities and events. So we have a lot of things to get to in 2025. Maybe serve on a committee, volunteer. We send volunteer list out. Come hang out with us at a parade. Come hang out with us. Susan, we had fun at Showcase Ozark. It was a long day, but at the end of the day, you feel so rewarded on what you've accomplished, and we can always use additional help for the parade and golf tournaments and those sort of things. Help us recruit more businesses and organizations to Ozark. Ask them, are you a member of the Ozark Chamber? Tell them to visit ozarkchamber.com. Maybe come to an event. Check it out. Come to a chamber luncheon. And then, of course, our ambassador program we talked about. We have 17 signed up. We're looking to grow that with more. And Patty wants more guys. It's just me and Jeff Casto from Ozark Bank. So we're looking for some guys to be a part of this group and see Patty for more information on that. And then when you see us doing something on social media, like it, share it, comment, make some engagement for us. That's how you can help us. And in closing, because the red sign is up, again, very impressed. Here's one thing I really noticed about Ozark this year that really surprised me. I knew this was already a cool town. I knew it had a lot of activities going on. But when you have groups like the Utopia, Sertoma, Historic River District, the Booster Club, the rodeo, the Parks and Rec program, the school programs, all these different organizations that come together to make all of these great events happen in this town, that's magical, guys. And we need to be very appreciative of that. You don't see that in a lot of communities. And a lot of you sitting in this audience today are a part of that. I see Shelly Treese out there. There's not an event in Ozark that I don't think Shelly's at, or in some sort of fashion, she's either a committee member or in charge of it. So we need more people like that to step up. Remember to shop Ozark Mo, and we'll get those stickers out to you very soon. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you, Chris. Now you know why we're excited. Wait a minute. You're way too tall there. Okay, here we go. Next person we've got is Ozark City Administrator, who's pretty new, right? Kind of like Chris, but you've been here since Chris. 5 months. Okay. We are so blessed. Look at all the people that, sometimes turnover is good, because you get new people in here, new ideas. So we're very excited to have Eric as the city administrator. He served as the city administrator since July 15th, right? Okay. Bringing over 35 years of local government experience. Before Ozark, he was city administrator of Blue Springs, Missouri for 16 years. He earned his master's in public administration from the University of Missouri, otherwise known as Mizzou, in 1993, and was named Missouri City Manager of the Year in 2019. Married to his wife, Sonia, for 29 years. They have 4 children, 2 boys, 2 girls. He enjoys boating, golfing, playing guitar, and classic cars. Eric Clapton is his favorite musician. Good choice. He recently purchased a home in Ozark and is settling in. Eric, come tell us about Ozark.
Welcome. I would feel right at home if I had a guitar and I could play some Beatles, maybe a little Eric Clapton, some Doobie Brothers, maybe, and we would have a mosh pit right down here in front, led by Mayor Don Currents. How's that sound? Your Honor, you ready for that? A mosh pit? Let's put that in the newsletter, Maria. Yeah. I'm going to get to my theme of 2024 in just a second, and it's going to be a theme of transition, but I want to tell you a little bit about why transition, because I find myself in a transition. Perhaps some of you are there as well. I worked in local government for 35 years, 22 years in the city of Blue Springs, and for the first time in 25 years, I've bought a different home. I have moved. I can't imagine what yet lies ahead of me in moving all of the stuff. I'm living like a bachelor. I have a card table, I have 2 chairs, I have a TV, I have a bed, and a place to hang my clothes. I am in Ozark, but I don't believe I've earned the privilege yet of being called an Ozarkian until I actually get part of my family here with me. But I'm in transition. That's a lot of change. I was retired for 2 years, and somewhere, somebody somehow convinced me to come out of retirement. That's because I don't like retirement. I like to be active and like to be engaged. And if you'll do your Google search, you will see that there is a famous Eric Johnson. He does play guitar. I did have blonde hair highlights in some of those pictures that you might look at. It's not me. Nevertheless, I find myself in transition, and perhaps some of you find yourself in transition. And the city of Ozark found itself in transition in 2024. A little over a year ago, the city administrator, Steve Childers, had an opportunity to go to the city of Springfield, and he left the city. The Park and Recreation Director and the Assistant City Administrator also had a similar opportunity and left the organization to go to Springfield. Those were tremendous high-level management level positions that were vacant. The change in various board members with the mayor and the Board of Aldermen, there were changes that occurred there. The Park and Recreation Director had an interim director. That position was filled later this summer. The Communications Department, we stole Maria from Springfield, lucky to have her, and another one of her team members, Ben Ward, was a member of our communications team. The board hired me in July 15th of 2024 was my first day on the job, so I've been here all of 5 months. I am still the newbie and the rookie in the room, and I'm proud to wear that badge while I get to know you here in Ozark. So if you think about that for a second, you think about all of the changes. There were 9 different positions at a high level in the organization that changed during 2024. Well, you can imagine, how do you run an organization and keep things going? Well, guess what? The city of Ozark did. Did you ever, I shouldn't ask this question because maybe it happened. Jeremy, I see you over there. Did you ever go a day without having water? Did you ever go a day without having the opportunity to see that water leave when you wanted it to go away? We are in the business, we are a utility company, and we provide those basic services. All of those things continued to thrive and to do very well in Ozark. The OC has over 200,000 people that visit the OC. 598 people a day call that facility home. They're there, they're visiting that jewel that's in this community. All of the things that go on in this community that make this community thrive and make it as vibrant as it is didn't miss a beat during a year of tremendous transition. So what lies ahead with transition? I have a very complicated mission statement that I want you to learn with me tonight. I brought this, and some of you have a very distressed look on your face right now. The mission statement is, have fun, get stuff done. That's what we're going to do in 2025. Can you remember that mission statement? Have fun, get stuff done. It's easy, and we should be having fun in what we do every single day, regardless of who's on this stage, who's in this audience, and what you do. Have fun, get stuff done. Don't be afraid in 2025 to put a little wow into this community. And one of the things that you're going to see and you're going to hear about is the Chadwick Flyer. The Chadwick Flyer, a jewel to this community. The city is going to spend, pending board approval of a major contract, $5.2 million in 2025 on the Chadwick Flyer, which will do over 6,723 linear feet of new trail. It took me a while to memorize that. Yes, that's worth a round of... That will complete what's called the Spur, Phase 4 and Phase 5. The Spur will connect to the Ozark High School, and Phase 4 and Phase 5. The big piece you'll see is the iconic bridge that's going to go across 65 Highway. Many of you have seen pictures of that. That's going to be iconic for this community. It is going to bring and create a wow opportunity for Ozark. So those are a year of transition. Put a little wow, have fun, get stuff done. That's what we're going to do in 2025. Thank you for your time.
already did that, but okay, boss. Hey, guys, you remember this little thing that I told you when we came in? Look at this little scanning QR code. Remember, have we got any, Maria? No. Oh, come on. Surely there's a question out there that you guys want to ask these guys. I mean, you've got the masterminds right here. So anyway, I think right now is a good time for a commercial break. Please consider attending our Love Your Community Chamber Banquet on February 8th at the OC this year. Last year we had these two great guys. They were our MCs, and we brought it back. We hadn't had it for a couple of years, and we brought it back, and we had a great time. And Chris is going to be the MC this year. But
yes, it's going to be better. You can go again. Go ahead and buy a ticket.
No. It was great. It was great. And we appreciate them so much. They stepped up, and they had a great time. Yeah, Jared said he's the funny one, but I don't know which one is. So I think they're both funny. But anyway, think about it. OzarkChamber.com. Go to the website and pick out a ticket. Bring your family, buy a table, support Ozark, because what we do during this chamber banquet is we showcase our people in the police department, the fire department, the chamber, the schools, the city, everybody. We make sure that these people who have gone above and beyond get their awards. And it's just so much fun. So February 8th at the OC, OzarkChamber.com. Okay. Now, if I can get to where I'm supposed to be. Good grief. Okay. Dr. Lori Wilson, Superintendent of Ozark Schools. What a blessing we have in Lori Wilson. Do we not? We do. We do. We do. She's a proven leader with deep roots in education and administration. In fact, she started in Ozark. Named superintendent in December of 2023 after serving as interim since July, Dr. Wilson has been instrumental in guiding the district's mission and vision. She joined Ozark Schools in 2022 as the Chief Financial Officer, bringing a wealth of experience from her time as superintendent of the West Plains School District and leadership roles in Nixa and Aurora. Dr. Wilson's administrative career began in 2009 as assistant principal at Ozark High School, marking the start of her commitment to shaping exceptional educational opportunities in our community. Please welcome Dr. Lori Wilson.
Thank you. Our theme this year is Tell Me Something Good. And so you reminded me when you said that a year ago, 1 week from now, I was hired as the superintendent for, I almost said School of the Ozarks, for Ozark. That's where I went to college. But it is Tell Me Something Good, and I am so grateful that I am able to lead the school district because, and this is not part of my 7 minutes, okay, because there's a little sign down here. I cannot say how wonderful our school district is. I have been to other school districts, and it is a shining light for the entire community, and that is because of you. But I am so privileged to be able to lead them. Okay, so here we go. You can start the timer now. Okay. Thank you for being here tonight and for your continued dedication to the success of our schools in this community. It is a privilege to stand here before you. I first want to recognize our Board of Education. Currently serving as president is Mark Jenkins. Our vice president is Amber Bryant. Members are Sarah Adams-Orr, James Griffin, Dustin Kirkman, Christina Tongsing, and Guy Calloway. I believe we have 3 members here tonight. Would you mind standing for me? Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. We have a great board. At the heart of everything that we do is our school mission, to provide a high-quality education for each student's future readiness. This mission is not just words on a paper. It is a shared commitment that we fulfill together. Together, we are not only preparing students for their future, but we are shaping the future of our community. So, with Tell Me Something Good, let's start with some of our great milestones that we've had the past year. Our graduation rate stands at an impressive 98.6%, with 427 graduates this year and an average ACT score of 21.5, which is higher than the state average. Of our graduates, 65% of them earn significant achievements above and beyond their diploma in our Diploma and program. So these are items or programs such as the A-plus scholarship, the Seal of Biliteracy, college credit, and as a side note, you would be amazed at the amount of college credit that Ozark provides for our students. Job experience or industrial recognized credentials. Our student body is very diverse. We have 18 languages spoken in our school, and 32% of our students qualify for free and reduced lunches. Upon graduation, this is where our students go. As of last year, 32% of our seniors attend a 4-year college. 32% also attend a 2-year college, and 31% enter the workforce. 2% of our seniors enter the military. These numbers not only reflect the dedication of our staff and students, but of you as the community. This year, as another tell me something good, we carefully managed our budget to prioritize staff and student needs. Operating funds in a school district, the majority of our expenses are in salaries and benefits for our teachers and for our staff. We were able to have a 2 to 3% salary increase for our staff, and we kept insurance costs at only 4% increase. Additionally, we completed several bond projects on time and under budget. If you've been to the high school, you've seen the Tiger Athletic Center. We have storm shelters at the high school, the middle school, and Tiger Paw. And not only are they storm shelters, but at the middle school, there are 6 classrooms. And at Tiger Paw, it's a new cafeteria for our littles. Yeah, new cafeteria. We are also able to place a new roof over the entire South Elementary School. These projects ensure the safety and enrichment of our students and staff. We've also introduced groundbreaking programs this year, and we, once again, highlighting Tiger Paw, but we were able, through grants, to provide free preschool for all 4-year-olds this year. Plus, we added 2 additional classes. I truly believe that we have to educate, we have to pay special attention to our lower elementary and our preschool if we're going to be a successful community, and we have to put resources in that area. We're also proud of our Portrait of a Graduate initiative. I believe a few years ago, before I was here, many of you probably in this room helped create this. The Portrait of a Graduate defines the skills and the knowledge and the dispositions that we want every Ozark graduate to have when they leave school. These are resiliency, critical thinking, empathy, collaboration, confidence, to be foundationally literate, flexible, teachable, and also to be personally responsible. Those are the skills we want our students to have when they enter the workforce or the college area. Looking forward, our academic focus is to build partnerships with you, to build partnerships with our community and our businesses, and to offer real-world learning experiences. We aim to create an ecosystem in Southwest Missouri where students gain market value assets through either internships, entrepreneurial experiences, and client-connected projects. As a district, we are helping to redefine what student success looks like. We, as Ozark, we are a very innovative school, and we are a school that in this area people strive to be, because we try to do what's best and look forward to what is coming down the pike for our students. So as we're redefining this, we truly believe that traditional end-of-year tests do not capture, I'm going to say that again, end-of-year tests do not capture the full scope of our students' abilities or growth. That's why we have been collaborating with 20 districts across the state and have been recognized by the Department of Elementary and Secondary Commissioner, Carla Esslinger, for doing this great work. But we are collaborating with these 20 districts to reimagine assessment and accountability. So as I end here in just a second, I want you to think about what would a future look like if students progressed based on mastery and not seat time. If they progress based on mastery and not a test score. Okay? Assessments are meaningful, empowering, and provide actionable insights. It tells us, it leads them to where they want to be. and real-world learning experience. Prepare students for college, careers, and the workplace. We are very, very proud to be leaders in this area, in this transformation. This spring, we will embark on a comprehensive strategic planning initiative to set our course for the next 5 years. We'll revisit our mission, our vision, and address challenges and establish clear goals for the future. Your input will be essential in this, so in February, be looking for more information on how you can participate. I invite each of you to join us in shaping this vision. As we look ahead, I'm reminded of what makes our community special, our commitment to one another. The best is yet to come, and I can't wait to see what we can achieve together. Thank you for your continued support and for being here tonight. Together we are making a difference. And remember, when you go out, always think of, tell me something good. And that's what we would live by. Tell me something good. Okay.
Thank you, Lori. Lots of words of wisdom tonight. Eric, what was your?
Have fun, get stuff done.
Have fun, get stuff done. That should be all of us. Yeah, tell me something good. I love it. Okay, Lynn, no pressure, but it's your turn next. Okay, got to come up with something. What? Did I? Does he know what car I drive?
Lori gave my speech.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I wrote his.
Okay. This is great. Okay. Police Chief Justin Arnold. No, you're not going to get out of it. Began his law enforcement career with Ozark Police Department in 2005, advancing through roles in the criminal investigations and serving as a DEA task force officer. He investigated large-scale drug trafficking operations domestically and internationally. Promoted to police chief in 2019, Chief Arnold holds degrees in law enforcement leadership from Drury University and a master's from Lincoln University. A graduate of prestigious police command programs, he has received numerous accolades, including the International Association of Chiefs of Police 40 Under 40 Leadership Award. Chief Arnold also serves as an adjunct instructor in Drury University. Chief Arnold.
All right, so whatever I say tonight, just applaud, smile, act like you appreciate it. I have a new boss, all right? So still a little bit up in the air. How's it going, boss? Doing good? All right.
What was the mission statement again?
Have fun and get stuff done, unless it's a bad day. But we won't talk about that. No, we won't. Pleasure to see all you guys tonight. Lori did steal my speech, so I'm just going to go off. I'm going to bring it out of the vault. So any of you guys that have heard me speak over the last few years since I've been the chief in 19, I really focus on three things that I believe that will continue to allow each and every one of us to have the quality of life that we experience here in Ozark, why we choose to be here in Ozark, from a public safety police perspective. And those three things, first and foremost, is staffing, all right? If you don't have good, quality, respectable, professional police officers who truly have the community at heart, you're not going to be all that effective of an organization. And that's something that we do have. Professionally speaking, I know I'm a little bit biased, but we have things that kind of put the proof in the pudding. We're an accredited police department through the Missouri Police Chiefs Charitable Foundation. In 2024, we actually went through our third recertification of that. So since 2017, we've been the only police department in Christian County who has been a certified or accredited police department. Now, I know many of you guys are in professions that have certifications, accreditations, and stuff like that go along with it. Policing's no different. In Southwest Missouri, there's 4 departments that choose to voluntarily pursue that. Us, Springfield PD, Joplin PD, and the Missouri State Highway Patrol. There are no other agencies around that choose to pursue such lofty goals of professionalism. I could stand up here and take credit for it because I'm the chief and I'm usually the one that they hand a plaque to and things like that. but it has really very little to do with me. I provide some direction, some guidance, some goals, things like that, but it's the staff that you all see day in and day out, driving our marked billboards up and down the road, meeting with you at your business or at your church or at your home or at your school. They're the ones that really embrace the vision, they embrace the challenge, and they go out every day and prove that not only are we a professional police department, but we meet the standards of a police department in 2024. That's one of the things that I'm most proud about, is the fact that we have consistently been one of the only agencies around that does that. It's over approximately 250 standards that we have to meet through outside assessors who come in and judge us, basically, or review everything that we're doing. Now, I've spent 2 minutes of my time talking about that professionalism with staffing. I can go into staffing issues and all those type of things. Actually, as of earlier this week, we have all but 2 of our sworn positions filled through one of our new initiatives that we're doing, a recruiting initiative where we're sponsoring police applicants to go to the police academy. And I know that may sound a little bit odd to some of you guys, but that's not been the trend here in Southwest Missouri for many years. Usually, up until this year in 2024, we would go to the police academy, when it was about done, and we would look at all the fresh new graduates or soon-to-be graduates, and we would select the best available, usually. We're pretty competitive to get the best available there. But really, with the help of everyone in the department, my command staff, especially people like Deputy Chief Derek Hill, we wanted to do something better. We wanted to be purposeful on who we allowed and selected to be Ozark police officers. And so we pursued kind of a lofty goal of, let's pick them before they ever want to be a police officer, potentially, especially an Ozark police officer. Let's go out and find the right people for our community that fit in with our mission, that fit in with our vision, and let's put the Ozark uniform on them rather than just, okay, you'll do. And so far, we're soon to be 5 into that, and it's been a very, very good program for us. I can't thank the mayor, the board members that are here enough for allowing us to do that, because it does come at a cost. But the return on investment is the professionalism that you guys get to see every day and the quality of life that you get to experience, because you rest easy at night because you know that there's Ozark police officers and Ozark Fire Protection firefighters who are quite capable and dedicated to protecting you all. Some of the stats that I'll get into, guess what? Calls for service are down this year. You won't hear hardly any police chiefs who will ever come out and say, hey, we weren't as busy this year as we were last year. Why? Because I should be up here saying, I need more money, I want more, I want more. Nope, calls for service were down this year by about, so far, estimated to be down about 8.6%. Right? That's a great thing. It really is. So people may ask, what do you do with your time? Well, we fill that with proactive measures that enhance your quality of life. DWI arrests are up 22% this year. I don't like that statistic, but what that tells you is when we have less calls for service, our officers are available to be out there and be proactive in doing impactful things that could just maybe save someone's life, okay? Another thing that tells you or I can show to you that less calls do for us, our response times are down considerably. Right now, if it's a non-priority call for service, we make it there about 44 seconds faster than we did last year. If it's a priority call for service, we make it there over a minute faster than we did last year. Those are the things that I'm happy about, that our calls for service are down. Also, we remodeled our police department. Bye.
That was fast. Okay. You guys got fired from the banquet, Well, I'm going to get fired from this position, I'm pretty sure, next year. So anyway, I keep forgetting people. Lynn, you are next. Is that right, Chris? Okay.
You want to sit still?
you want to get up, or do you want me to? Okay. Lynn Morris, our next speaker, is our presiding commissioner for the past 2 years in Christian County. Lynn was elected Eastern County Commissioner in 2020 and served 2 years. Prior to that, Lynn served as our state representative for Eastern Christian County from 2012 to 2020. Lynn also served on the Ozark School Board for 2 years, totaling 6 years. Lynn and Janet, his wife, are well known in Christian County and Southwest Missouri for owning Family Pharmacy, 26-store chain for 43 years. Quite active in our community. Lynn has always been. So Lynn loves Christian County as a true model for public service.
Don't start the clock yet. Don't start the clock yet. I've just got a little warm up too, so don't start it yet. But I'll tell you what, this is great to be here tonight, and I want to just start out by just thanking just a few people. I want to thank Chris Russell. I've known Chris a long time, and he's done a great job in a short period of time here in Ozark, and will continue to make Ozark Chamber and everything about Ozark better. I also want to thank the Ozark Chamber Board for kind of turning things around and making things good. You know, Jan and I have been a Ozark Chamber member since 1977. We actually belonged to about 12 or 13 different chambers because we had a few stores. But we know how important they are. But I also want to thank Janet, my Uber driver, the best Uber driver there is. And I want to thank her because she's the best nurse that you've ever seen and kept me from getting infected from the surgeries and things like that. So really good there, and I want to thank everyone that's here tonight. I just want to start out by just making a few statements, a few facts, numbers, and stuff like that, and then I'm going to go right quickly into about 5 or 6 things that I'm really proud of that our county has done. The first thing I want to let you all know that the state of the county government is very strong, and Amber Bryan, our HR director, is here tonight. She's also on the Ozark School Board. And 255 employees. That's the most that we've ever had in this county, 255 employees. And I'm really proud of that number. We have very good county employees. They all do a great job. And also we have very good elected officials. So now I want to talk about elected officials. We have 4 of them are retiring. And we actually have a retirement party potluck tomorrow at lunch for them. Karen Matthews, our treasurer, she's been here 22 years as treasurer, deficiency free every year when they get inspected. So your money has been safe in the county. Another employee that's been here quite a while is Ken Davis, our public administrator, 16 years. His job has changed a lot because as a public administrator, he used to just work mostly with older folks that needed help. And now his clients are mixed between young people that are having many difficulties and the older folks. So it's much different today. Danny Gray he's our assessor, and he's been here 12 years. So does a great job, and he will stay. Very unusual. He's the only elected official that didn't run for re-election, but he will serve through September next year to make a very good transition with Jeremy Parsons that is won the election to take his place. And then the last one is our Western Commissioner, Hosey Blue. He served 8 years at the end of this month, and he will be retiring. And Johnny Williams from Clever has won that Western Commissioner position. So just kind of some of those facts. Something that, another fact that I thought was real interesting was Danny Gray told me this morning, you know, there's 114 counties in the state of Missouri, and Ozark, Christian County, not just Ozark, but all the cities in Christian County, we rank 15th out of 114 in total assets. What that is total amount of value in property, whether it be personal property tax, personal property, I mean, our real estate tax, business, our residential. We now have money that the value of our county is now the 15th largest in the state of Missouri. So I think that's quite an accomplishment. Okay, so let's go quickly. Transparency is one of the things that I campaigned on. I've always believed in that, and it's probably one of the most important things the government can do. And so we're really proud that this year in '24, all our meetings, all the commission meetings, when you put 3 commissioners together, you're going to see us live on YouTube. You can watch it later on if you can't watch it live. You can watch it 24 hours a day. Watch it more than once if you're interested. It's just really a blessing to have that transparency. But it's not just on commission meetings. It's every time that we have a planning and zoning meeting, a zoning hearing, a board of adjustment meeting, a town hall meeting upstairs where we can have over 100 people. We've had several times where we've had over 100 people at a meeting, and it's all being taped because we this year made a decision to hire our own IT department, that Amber Bryant's in charge of that, and we have 3 great IT individuals, and saving the county just thousands and thousands per month for not farming out our IT services. So very strong in IT, going to be able to do a lot more things, and so really proud of the transparency. One more piece of transparency that probably nobody in this room knows about. It's a very held secret that we need to let out. We have a transparency portal, a financial transparency portal. Amy Dent, our auditor, does a great job, and we probably have the best transparency portal than any place in the state of Missouri. It's much better than Greene County. They're a great county, but they don't have the transparency portal. So when you want to find out how financially we're doing in this county and what we're spending and what we're taking in, every day it's live. Monday through Friday, you can go on christiancountymo.gov, go to the auditor's portal, and you can find out exactly what every department is spending and every department is bringing in every day. That is good transparency. And right now, we're finalizing our 2025 budget, and you can actually see all the budget items. It's 484 pages, I think. You can see it all. You can see it. There's no secrets. I've got a copy on our table in the commission office, and you can come and look at it, and we'll talk to you about it. But it's complete transparency. We're really proud of it. The next thing is senior tax freeze. We passed that in '23 after the legislative body in Jefferson City passed it in May of '23. Governor signed it. And it was a good idea, bad bill. Poorly written and caused a lot of problems and still causing some problems, but we're working on it. And so we had to repass our ordinance 3 times more in '24 to take care of some of the corrections and mistakes that was made. But in '25, I've been watching KY3. They've been not doing a real good job reporting what's going on with the senior tax freeze. But the problem is nobody promised. Nobody down here in Christian County promised that we would be getting a lot of savings in '24 because that's not an assessment year. '23 was the assessment year, and everybody's taxes went up quite a bit. '25 is a tax assessment year, and that's the year that everybody signed up on the senior tax bill. They're gonna see that they did realize the savings in their freeze that we froze their taxes. Another thing I wanted to talk about real quick was the ARPA money. I hope it doesn't happen again very soon, but if it does, I'll make sure that Christian Counties gets their share. But $14.3 million we got for ARPA money from the federal government. We quickly put it in a savings account and drew more interest than we've ever drawn before on anything that we've had in savings accounts. And so we appreciate Ozark Bank helping us with that. That enabled us to start 3 bridges, all 3 bridges over 100 years old, and must be replaced. In fact, Green Bridge got closed down by MoDOT. So steel is already going up on Green Bridge. It's the first of 3 bridges, and we would never have $10.3 million to do that with if it hadn't been for the ARPA money. We're spending $2 and $3 million on stormwater projects. We divide the county into 4 quadrants, and we're spending about the equal amount of money on all 4 quadrants to try to prevent all the flooding damage that we have. Another thing is the 911 Moslin emergency system. I'm really proud of that because I listened for 2 years as Eastern Commissioner, and at that time, the price tag was $7 million. And so we are now, I can't see that. But anyway, so we got it going. It's going to be completed at the end of this year. Last thing, town hall meetings. I need everybody involved. We have got some very important things we're going to be discussing in January to make this county better, and so I need your help. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Wealth of information from that man, I tell you what. Last but not least, well, maybe least, I don't know. He agrees. Jarrett Matheny has proudly served as fire chief of the Ozark Fire District since 2020. With 23 years in Oklahoma's fire service, he retired as fire chief to become a professor at Oklahoma State University. He holds bachelor's and master's degrees in fire-related fields and is completing a doctorate. A graduate of the National Fire Academy's Executive Fire Officer Program, Jarrett is also an adjunct professor at Drury University. He and his wife, Angie, love living in Ozark, where he values community trust, firefighter wellness, and a collaboration with public safety agencies. Please welcome Jarrett Matheny.
Well, thank you for the opportunity to come and visit. Thank you for my friends and my mentors and colleagues on the stage. Chris, thank you for having us and putting this together. 5 years, I was selected as a fire chief. You've been 5 months. It's going to be a great ride. You're going to love it. It's going to go by fast. And the reason that Chief Arnold is one of my best friends is because he sat on the interview board when I was hired. So he has a vested interest to make sure that I don't fail. But thank you for the opportunity to come and talk. I'm going to take a minute and just talk about what the Fire Protection District is, a little bit how we're constructed and how we operate. We are a political subdivision. We are governed by 5 elected board members that are at large within the district. Our board members include Will Reynolds, who is our board president. Donovan Dobbs is our vice president. Matt Grocock is our treasurer. Angie Johns is a director, and Jim Price is a director. And I want to take just a personal moment and thank our board members. They are my bosses, but they're also my sounding boards. I want to thank them for the time that they put in to making sure that our financial decisions are sound, our policies and procedures. I've had a wonderful opportunity to sit with this board and discuss firefighter wellness and firefighter equipment and firefighter efficiency. I can tell you they have the health and safety and the service of our public in front of every decision they make. So Matt Grocock is in the crowd. Jim Price is in the crowd. If you guys stand, and I just want to give them a round of applause because they give a lot. So now down to the business. We cover 110 square miles. This includes the city of Ozark, the city of Fremont Hills, and then the unincorporated portions of Christian County. This includes around 40,000 citizens. We have a total of 41 employees. We have 4 administrative staff, and our job is basically to support the emergency operations. So including myself, our administrative coordinator is Melinda York. She's worked here for 16 years, and she is, without a doubt, the glue that holds this thing together. Not a decision is made without Melinda York's blessing. In addition to Melinda York, our assistant chief, Jeff Owens, is also the fire marshal, and he lays awake at night worrying about electrical problems and little things. So thank you, Jeff. Jeff does a great job. Many of you have interacted with him. And then we also have, he includes our fire marshal, fire prevention, public relations. We also have an assistant chief, Aaron Heaton, who's over our training, special operations. Our job as administrators is to support what really is important, and that's our firefighters. We have our firefighters respond from 3 fire stations. They work 48-hour shifts at a time, and then they're off for 96 hours, which is 4 days. Each shift, so we have 3 shifts. Each shift is led by a battalion chief. I have Battalion Chief Rob Crawford here tonight. They also work shifts, and they manage the day-to-day operations. This year, so far, we've responded to 4,000 emergency incidents. Unfortunately, this is the most calls we've ever made by a long shot, and we, with our staff, are working on ways to decrease our call volume. Not only do we provide emergency response to our citizens, but we also have an automatic aid system with our neighbors. So if a fire occurs in Ozark, you're going to have firefighters from Nixa and Logan Rogersville and Highlandville and Sparta all respond. And this is something that's very unique to our area. The National Fire Protection Association recommends 15 firefighters that show up on a scene of a house fire. We have 11 on duty today. So we meet that standard by this really awesome collaboration that they respond to us, because if we have one fire, it takes all 3 of our resources out of service so that we cannot provide additional services. So we have these jurisdictions come over and cover for us, and we do the same for them. So we're very thankful for that. It's expensive to run a fire district. Fire trucks, diesel, salaries, health insurance, all that stuff. So our budget for 2025 is $4.4 million. We have our tax levy, that's how we're funded, is 59 cents per $100. And then we also have a general obligations debt fund that's on top of that for 17 cents. So in total, our total tax levy is about 76 cents per 100. I want to publicly, while I have this opportunity and have your attention, is to publicly thank our firefighters who are in the trenches. They do the work every day. They do the work every day, and they do hard work. Chief Arnold, they do hard work. Since I've been the chief since 2020, there's been a lot of transitions, a lot of changes. I started right in the middle of COVID. That was an interesting time. They're tough. They're aggressive. They know how to do their job. But most importantly, they're fun. Have fun and get stuff done. I'm proud of them, and they're proud to be here. They definitely don't do it to get rich. In 2025, our starting firefighter salary is going to be $42,000. And this is a challenge as we work to improve firefighter benefits and pay. That's one of our biggest challenges. One of the programs I want to highlight tonight is our Total Wellness Program. For several years, we've utilized a certified athletic trainer to reduce injuries. It's a physical job, first and foremost. So they got to be in top physical condition. So we have an athletic trainer that leads our injury prevention program. We have a personal fitness coach that builds fitness programs for each firefighter. And then we also have a licensed psychologist, a local psychologist that comes and does mental health and behavioral emotional support for our firefighters. They see some traumatic events every day. And so we want to make sure that we're taking care of that. My goal in 2025 is to bring in a financial planner and start a 457B to supplement our retirement. So we're very proud about that, and I want to thank the board for their support. As I conclude, I want to thank the community. Our mission statement is pretty cool, but may have to address it a little bit. But ours states, we're a strong team with the duty to aggressively serve our community with integrity and excellence. And we work every day to do that. We ensure our members are trained. We want to make sure they have the right tools, the right equipment, their physical condition, and they're mentally prepared to handle traumatic events. When we raise our right hand in front of the board of directors, we're making an oath to put our lives on the line for our citizens, and there is no doubt in my mind that our firefighters are willing to do that. We take it seriously, so we appreciate your support. Does that mean stop right now, or do I have like 10 more seconds? Okay. They put me last so I could drop. But I want to, my wife is in the crowd. I've never done this publicly, but we moved here from Oklahoma, and we were looking for a community. And my wife will never leave Ozark. She loves living here, and we are so blessed to be here. And as I conclude, I want to remind you to check your smoke detectors, make sure you have a fire extinguisher, learn CPR, get your chimneys swept by a licensed chimney sweep. And I think that's it. Thank you for the opportunity. Say no to drugs.
Yeah, Chief Arnold said say no to drugs, okay? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Guys, we only have a couple of questions from the audience, but I would like to welcome up Maria. She is this part of the program. I'm sorry, I thought this would take about a half hour. It's taken almost an hour.
Eric Johnson took 12 minutes.
Okay, you're fired next year too. That's my husband. He's the timekeeper and he's really bad at his job. But Maria, do we have a couple of questions you want to ask these
how
guys?
many? We have time for a couple. We can take a couple.
Sure.
This first one is for the city of Ozark. So Eric, this is to you. Are there any initiatives you see in the coming years that support Ozark as a destination retail location to increase local revenue?
There's a lot there.
There's a lot there.
And are we hot? All right, good. I think in my short time here, there are a few things that stand out. People here are amazing, been very receptive, very welcoming to me, and I would expect that that is a part of Ozark's charm, is the people. The places, there are tremendous places in Ozark that you have natural resources. You have a river running through the middle of your city. You have a vibrant downtown with a historic Christian County and the square. Those are all amenities that make Ozark highly attractive. And you have this little thing called Highway 65 that blows through your community every day. And what we have to do is take advantage of those opportunities to get people to recognize that Ozark is a wonderful place to stop, to locate, to live here. Again, the people. And I think one of the things that you're gonna hear me talk about this a lot, the Chadwick Flyer, when that piece of infrastructure is built over 65 Highway, it's going to be iconic, it's going to be unique, it's going to create wow, and there's going to be no doubt for people traveling to and from and through Ozark that they know they're going to be in Ozark. And those are all factors that are going to make this community successful into the future and that will be attractive to retailers and developers who want to be here in Ozark.
And Eric, we've got to do it as a community too. That's one of our initiatives. Shop Ozark Mo, right? So we as a community, when these businesses do start up, yeah, we're talking about destination, you know, those kind of things, those special retail-like type locations, but we got to shop local too, right? And,
Yes, sir.
and shop where you live, right? Shop right here, so we're supporting those communities because there will be down times, there will be, you know, in the winter times and those sort of things where tourism isn't as much up as much. And I mean, I know we're all guilty of going on to online and ordering our Christmas presents, but man, how many great retail locations do we have right here in Ozark? So
Yes, sir.
shop local.
Yeah, Friday Night Lights this Friday. Good
Yeah.
opportunity to do that. All right, this next question I'm going to direct to Chief Arnold. Hot seat. What are your biggest concerns in our area and for our community?
Yeah, so like I talked about, it's the quality of life. There's a reason people live here. There's a reason people play here, they shop here. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but we're between the two highest crime rate per capita cities in the state of Missouri, over 10,000 people, Springfield and Branson. And we're connected directly with 65 Highway, and we have over 30 million vehicles that go northbound and southbound every day. So really our biggest challenge for us, and I would say it's probably very similar for the fire department, is we understand we have a big job to do because we are, or we believe that we're part of that quality of life because people are in fear of their safety and their property being stolen and things like that. So challenges for us is to be able to balance that responsive policing that we have to do when someone calls 911 and says, I need a police officer now for this, and also being able to be proactive and have staff who are out there addressing problems before they ever occur. Whether that be, you know, DWI stops, drug arrests, you know, arresting people with warrants, preventing crime through the designs of our businesses, homes, parks, city amenities, things like that. So really, that's one of the biggest challenges that I consider day in and day out with all of our decisions is how do we continue to keep this high quality of life that we all experience when growth is just continuing to take off. and resources can't always keep up with that. So I hope that answers that question. You can email me if you need more.
And I know I'll do one more question since our goal is to wrap this up by 8. This is directed to Lynn, our Christian County Commissioner. This is a question about partnerships between local organizations. How do you rate the level of cooperation between the different organizations on stage here?
Well, that's a great question. I would say that we have very good cooperation and working very well with everybody. I know, unfortunately, when I got there in 2020 as an Eastern Commissioner, we had some relationship issues with different areas of the county. Not sure why, and it doesn't really matter. But I would tell you today, 4 years later, we have a tremendous working level with everybody in Christian County, everybody. And that's the only way that we'll continue to succeed and become better. We're at 94,000 plus people in this county, much different than the 2020 census. And just wait till you see the next 2.5 years. We'll be over 100,000 people, and we have got to pay attention and work together. So looking forward to the next 2 years.
Thank you, Lynn. Am I on? There I am. Okay. Guys, did you guys bring your business cards? Okay. Okay. Well, as you leave, if you do have questions, you could email these guys if you have any questions. Thank you so much, Maria. You didn't do much, but...
Responsibilities, you know.
I know.
I mean, I'm happy to sit up here and hit
We'll
refresh.
trade next year, okay? Okay. But thank you for Maria for co-hosting. To all of our city leaders for participating, to Big Whiskeys for the yummy appetizers, to our premier sponsor, Ashley Snyder and Associates, and to our hosts here at the Stained Glass Theater. Chris, all you guys behind the scenes, thank you so much. To Bow Creek Photography, is she still here? She was taking pictures of us earlier. We'll have those on our website. Does she? Okay. And our technical crew, Bobby and all you guys back there, thank you so much for keeping the sound on. Oh my gosh, how many events have you guys gone to where the sound has gone off? Or, you know, it's like this. So anyway, you guys do a great job. So, Board of Directors, would you please stand for the Ozark Chamber of Commerce? I just want to thank these guys for working so hard this last year. Yeah, we've got a great group, and we're moving ahead. So finally, Mayor Don Currens, would you please do us the honor of praying for us as we leave?
Thank you. You know, before I became mayor, I lived in Ozark over 30 years. I knew we had a good city, but since I've become mayor, I have come to have such a deep appreciation for what a great city we have, the amenities that we offer to our citizens. And tonight, these leaders sharing, just reinforcing more. We are so blessed to have the city that we have. And I'm looking forward to the future, what we have in store in the days to come for us. And also, I thank the Chamber for having this wonderful venue tonight to provide this information. So let's pray. Our dear Father, Lord, we thank you, Father, again for this day. And Father, each day, Father, we know it's a blessing from you. And Father, I thank you for our city. That I thank for the leaders that are here tonight. And Father, just so many people who are behind the scenes that make our city great. But most of all, we thank you, Father, that we have the freedom that our country provides for us to enjoy, and we thank you for that. But also, Father, thank you for this time now, for this Christmas season, Father, as we celebrate the birth of your Son and why we have the reason for the season, but also, Father, for his sacrifice on the cross for the forgiveness of our sin. Again, Father, we thank you for this time, and just in Jesus' blessed name we pray. Amen.
Thank you.